Hi guys and welcome back to Dave's Game Room. Today we're taking a look at a game that my awesome co-host has recommended. Wipeout 2097. Mike's back with me. How's it going, mate?
Yeah, guys, how you doing, Dave, mate? You having a good weekend?
Yeah, awesome weekend, mate. Just got back from getting a new car, so I'm well
mate.
happy.
Yeah, you said you picked up the Honda, didn't you?
I did, yeah. Civic Type R in silver, 2007. Awesome car. And also today, Mike, an awesome game we're looking at.
Oh, yeah, I remember this, man. I mean, if you didn't like this game and you owned a PlayStation, there was something wrong with you.
Yeah, unless you really despise racing games. But this game was fantastic. This is the sequel, of course, to the original Wipeout.
Yeah.
And I came across this, Mike, on a demo disc first time around.
Did you really? I don't know if I just took the plunge with it. I don't know. Was it on the demo disc that was bundled with the PlayStation?
No, the original Wipeout was, though, mate, on the early PlayStations.
Yeah. That's right, yeah.
That's right. So, as you just saw us going through the menu, selecting a ship, selecting a class and track type, I like the tracks on this game. I think they're really awesome. The layouts are really cool. And the game in general is a real joy to play even now.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. Improved reaction time, Red Bull. I don't remember that advert, I got to say.
No, I can remember seeing adverts for Red Bull all over the demo, actually, when I played it. I could see...
Oh, look at this, man. It hasn't aged badly at all, really, has it?
No, it looks fantastic. I mean, even I was surprised when I... stuck it on, went through the scaler. It looks fantastic looking at this footage right now. I'm actually quite surprised how good it looks still.
Oh, mate, this is a game, this is, isn't it? Oh, look at this.
Absolutely fantastic. So, it's not just about racing though, guys. You still have to be strategic because you can pick up weapons.
Yeah. Let's touch on the music, man. We've got to go there.
Wow. Okay, well, me and you are both fans of electronica from that period of time.
We are.
And the music in this game, Mike, from the Chemical Brothers, from Prodigy, is astonishing.
Yeah, I mean, there was a Chemical Brothers track that wasn't on any Chemical Brothers album, which was on this game, which is called Loops of Fury. What a track that was.
Yeah, I think if I remember rightly, that actually plays on the main menu when the game loads.
Does it really?
I think it does, yeah. It's fantastic.
It was awesome, yeah, and you had, like, other bands, like Fluke, I think they were called.
Yeah, Fluke were on there, yeah.
I like you say Prodigy. It was just awesome. But yeah, back to the gameplay, mate, and this looks alright. This looks pretty smooth.
Yeah, gameplay-wise, mate, it's a joy to play. It really is. Unlike the original Wipeout, which was a bit frustrating, this is awesome. The way it flows and moves, it's brilliant.
Sorry, I was just going to say, do you know, I've never played the original.
I played the original before this one because a friend of mine, when he got his PlayStation, he had the original Wipeout along with FIFA 96, and I checked out Wipeout around his house.
Did Wipeout appear? This is a really stupid question. Did it appear on the PlayStation 3? I can't remember.
Yes, it did, in high definition, Mike. They remade the game, I think, from scratch in HD, and it was fantastic on the PS3. Great game. Because
it was also a Vita launch game, wasn't it? I played my brother's, and I loved it.
The Vita version is astonishing as well. I know I'm using that word a lot, but I've got the Vita version as well, and I still play it. It's brilliant.
I was very impressed. Like, for a handheld game, that was awesome.
So back quickly to 2097. The music, as we've discussed, is brilliant. What are your memories of playing this game?
To be honest, mate, just whizzing about, blasting stuff and just rocking out to the awesome tunage. I haven't got that many memories of it. I bought it the same day as I bought Tomb Raider, and I have to say I played Tomb Raider more. Yeah,
but then once you'd got bored of Tomb Raider, I guess you jumped back onto this a bit.
Yeah, I played this for a good year, 2 years, and usually I get bored of races. But like you say, this has got something special about it.
It has, and of course the HD remake, the one brilliant thing about the HD remake on the PlayStation 3 was it was online.
Ah, what was it like playing this online then?
Brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant online. It was. It's just like playing against the AI, but of course you're playing against humans and you've got to think a bit more tactically, especially when using the weapons and the shields.
Of course. Just the whole atmosphere of this thing, to this day, it just feels beautiful.
It does. I was wrong in thinking originally, Mike, that this was a PlayStation exclusive. It wasn't.
What, really? What was it then?
It was also released on the Sega Saturn, and it was also released on the PC.
Really?
And they also made Wipeout 64 for the Nintendo 64 as well.
That's a bit of a shock. What was it like on the Nintendo?
It was pretty good, mate. It got decent scores from the reviewers and played well. I mean, besides the joystick on the N64, as we both know, being a bit over-responsive, but the game was good, mate. It was really good on the 64.
That's interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing, maybe you could put together like you did with your F1 video of all the wipeouts and all the different systems.
Yeah, like I did with the Ridge Racer one. Yeah, spot on. I think that's a good idea. I will try and track down Ridge Racer 64, Mike, and a copy of Ridge Racer. Sorry, not Ridge Racer.
Wipeout.
Wipeout.
I wondered where you were going with that. I was like, mate, I'm not interested in Ridge Race. I want to get some more Wipeout, man.
You did, yeah.
No, but that would be cool because I reckon there's a lot of interest. Would be a lot of interested gamers out there who didn't even know it was on the Nintendo, because I didn't know it was on the PC either.
No, and on the PC, of course, higher resolution, so you PC gamers from back in the day would have had the game a bit better than we did.
Yeah.
But yeah, still, nonetheless, mate, it was awesome. And the Sega Saturn version of this game was called Wipeout XL, I believe, in Japan.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
That game is pretty rare, so I'm going to have a hard job getting the Japanese version, but I'll try and pick up the English one.
I think, as well, back in the day, there was a special edition of this game, and there wasn't many around where you could get a T-shirt with it. Like, it's like an orange Wipeout T-shirt.
That's right, yeah. There was like a box set, wasn't there? A special box set of this game.
I'd love to have owned that, because it was a pretty cool T-shirt. I would have worn that out and about, you know?
And me. And do you remember Wipeout 3? It actually came with a special Wipeout 3 memory card in the box set.
Yeah, I remember that. Wow.
So Wipeout 3 on the PlayStation as well, and that box set is quite rare too. I've seen that go for ridiculous prices on eBay.
Yeah, I can imagine. So do you think we'll see a Wipeout on a PlayStation 4?
No, I'm afraid not, Mike, because I've got some sad news.
Oh, what?
The studio that made Wipeout was closed by Sony a couple of years ago.
Ah, that is sad. No, I didn't know that. What was Sony's reasoning behind that?
Just a general restructure, I think, of what games they wanted to produce and what studios they wanted to keep running. I think that was the main reason. So, yeah, goodbye to what was Psygnosis and, you know, Studio Liverpool, etc. Yeah, they've gone.
Yeah, because they were the guys behind Destruction Derby and games like that, weren't they?
And Formula 1 as well, yeah.
Yeah, that's really sad, that is, actually.
It is, isn't it? It just brings you back down to earth a little bit, but let's bring things back up. So, yeah, this game, Mike, it's very, very fast. There was something I didn't know, actually. There is an air brake on the left and right side, and you use the shoulder buttons to activate the air brake.
That's right. Yeah, I remember that, mate. I actually read the manual for this game. Back in the day, I actually read game manuals. I missed them.
Yeah, physical manuals, because of course these days, PlayStation 4, you don't get one.
No, you don't. You don't get them on any console now, really. It's all in-game, isn't it? It's sort of tutorials, and it sort of holds your hand a little bit, gaming does today.
It does. I mean, I think the last game I looked at, all I had inside the box was a promotional sheet for up-and-coming games, and that was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather have a manual. But there you go. Yeah, you're dead right. It's all digital these days.
Yeah. But if someone asked you, Dave, I'm buying a PlayStation, would you recommend me to get Wipeout 2097? What would you say?
100% yes, because this game, as I said, is fantastic. It's fun, it's fast, it's a brilliant little racer, but at the same time it does have that strategic element. Yeah. Because if you look underneath the thrust meter there, or we've just missed it, there's an energy meter. Every time you take a hit from a weapon or another craft, you lose energy. And again, there's a strategic element of when you pick up a weapon, do you use it or do you absorb its energy to fill your energy bar back up?
Yeah, that's what I liked about it as well. Maybe a little bit of the Mario Karts about it. Obviously, Mario Kart was more accessible, more arcadey, but the same sort of idea with picking up the stuff and whether to use it or save it.
Yeah, absolutely spot on. Yeah, so if someone did say to me, I'm getting a Sony PlayStation, the original model, would you recommend Wipeout 2097? I'd say straight away, yes, get this game, it's brilliant.
What about the original Wipeout? Would you recommend that?
It's a bit more frustrating than this one, but it's still a good game nonetheless, so I probably would still say to someone, yeah, pick that up as well, it's cheap enough.
Oh, I love this track.
This track is brilliant. Body in Motion is being played, which I love as a tune as well.
Yeah, so do I, man. Oh, this is bringing back so many. I know I always say this, guys, on the Dave and Mike reviews, but you've got to realise that I don't see these games. I haven't seen these games for a long time. I was a huge PlayStation fan. And this is awesome. The music, the jungle scenery, I love it.
And just to kind of make this a little bit more relevant to another future video, guys, if you like your emulation and you download EPSXE for the PC and play this, it will look even better than it does on this video.
Really?
It will look fantastic,
What's
Mike.
that called, the download?
The emulator is called EPSXE.
Awesome. You maybe put that in the links below, mate, for anyone watching.
Yeah, definitely for anyone who's interested. It will look a lot better than this. It will look sharper, smoother. Yeah, we'll cover emulation, actually, Mike, in an emulation versus real hardware video at some point.
I think we should do that. Yeah, definitely. That'd be really interesting.
Because I do see a lot of videos of people doing, you know, Let's Plays of PlayStation games, and of course they use emulation, so it'll give some people that maybe aren't so in the know a bad view or a different view of how things actually were back in the day. So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Oh, man, I remember this bit.
Yeah, recharging the energy on the right-hand side. Yeah, that's right.
And this tune, man. I'm going to download this tune later after here. I'm going to download the soundtrack, I think.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is put the Wipeout CD into my PC and just rip the songs off the disc, because I can do that.
That's right, yeah, you told me before you could do that. That's interesting. I didn't realise you could actually do that with game discs.
You can with PlayStation CDs that have got the music stored as audio tracks.
Yeah,
which
obviously,
this game...
yeah, obviously not modern. Like, you couldn't put PlayStation 4's version of GTA 5 in and do that, could you?
No, you couldn't, because the music is all stored as data rather than being stored as a music track. So yeah, you wouldn't be able to do that. But yeah, definitely. So yeah, the soundtrack to this is cool. I do appreciate though, Mike, and I say this on other videos, that electronica isn't to everybody's liking, and we have to accept that, don't we?
No, it's not. I mean, I grew up listening to a lot of rock music and hip hop before dance, but I mean, dance music I'll always go to as well. I like all sorts of genres, and the soundtrack in this is really, really good. It's not mindless rave. It's some of the more intelligent electronic dance artists out there.
It's really interesting because a lot of the tunes in this game, they've got a really, really good build-up, you know?
They have, yeah.
You could hear each part of the track coming in, each layer of the percussion, etc. coming in. Even with the Prodigy songs, I just love the music. Really do love it.
I'd like to go for an evening drive with this on the CD player, like kicking back, chilling on a long with the sun going down with the soundtrack pumping. It'd be awesome. That's
a great idea. I might do that in the new car. What a brilliant idea.
Yeah, you'd have to stop off for a Gregsy on the way, but it's all good.
Right, okay, so future videos. We're looking at the emulation, and we're going to be looking at Bloody Raw with Mike's wife, Laura. She'll be joining us.
Yeah, Laura will be joining us when I can get her to pluck up the confidence, but she'll be... When she gets going, maybe I'll get her to have a glass of wine before she does it.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. So, yeah, final words on Wipeout from me is that it's an awesome game. You, Mike?
It's just fantastic, guys. I mean, get this if you can.
Yeah, I totally agree. So, thanks as ever for watching, guys. See you next time.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.